From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A little juke. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flush to his right. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 34 yards. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Purdy looking to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Purdy. And they can't bring him down. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 23, here's second and a couple. Play action, now Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this down to the 33. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Here comes third and the length of the football. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here, so the lead will remain at 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And bulldozing his way through. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to... 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 19. Shotgun now with Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Purdy from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 45 yards. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. The 20, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 46 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Shifts by him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 53 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Play action. Now Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now Purdy. And it's caught by Jennings. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Purdy. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 70 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Purdy now to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got a man, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Throwing, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he'll go down inside. 45 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Jackson to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Bill, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Here comes 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One last shot for Jackson. Out to his left. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Santa Clara. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Purdy now on 2nd down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, It winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, San Francisco.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Play action now. Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. A throw on the run is complete. And they will finally run him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing. Inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. But we do know what's going on the board. 2 points for the defense.
At some point, Mike, you just have to figure out, when is the party over? I mean, just go down, live to play another snap. But in this case, he just kept going back and back and back. And as you said, the defense now gets to come off the field, scoring 2 points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the 1st. They can't wait to start the next quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 16-14 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And he's into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he is finally going to be taken down. I'm not sure what that was all about, but it's going to end up a huge loss on the play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. To the pylon, he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll go again here with Henry. He's inside the 40. Derrick Henry. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he's got... one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Back to the air is Purdy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what's he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating, and at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
To throw on first down is Purdy. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decision.
Christian McCaffrey. He's into the clear again. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. Now, faking the give. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Jack. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Jackson. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's a 2nd and 12. They're going to go right back to Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. Look at the big man go. And he will score. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore.